Hello everyone, and welcome back to Etrian Odyssey 2 HD. Third part, and right now it's been a week since I last played, so just let's get to getting through the fifth floor. We're still doing rather good. Level 12, we definitely expect to get at least a couple more levels while going through this entire thing. So, yeah. And as always, it's still the same, really. Everything in this game is still the same for now. Oh yeah, new enemies. Because of course, new floor, new enemies. To have to get back into the swing of things. I think I would rather do this. Yeah, that's the annoying thing about the cube shells. They have good physical resistance, and they literally eat your hit points. Luckily, they don't really do too much damage. Also, it's because it's night. I think I did pick up that quest. Yeah, I did. Because it's a quest that requires you to get somewhere at night. So yeah, and I do not remember if you actually get a prompt in this game. I do know you get a prompt in the remake about finding the proper place, if you do find it during the day. It's just that during the day you have no clue that, whether it is the proper place. You just get a nice little thing. Thing as in, it'll tell you like, hey, this seems to be a kind of important spot. And yeah, the Hypnal. The Hypnal also will make a return later in the series. Not quite as an enemy, well, as an enemy as well, but as also something else. I will say I do remember the first boss being quite a big hurdle for me when I played this, played it for the first time, which is also the only time I played the original. Europe did not receive this game, so I literally have only played this because a friend of mine gave it to me. It's funny when its basic attack is actually doing more damage than its skill. So yeah, like I said, I've only played this. God damn it! I've only played this the one time because a friend of mine gave it to me, and I have played through the untold versions, for basically the entire game. The untold version is still pretty good. But it's not the original. It's definitely not the original. Up you go. And let's continue. Yeah, they are resistant to all physical. Fiber height. I do not remember what you actually need to get that, so. That's a take spot. Very useful if you do have a gathering party. I don't know if I actually will have anyone have gathering skills in this game. It all depends on how much skill points I will have left over. Now then, this time with less running into FOEs. You need to go first. You need to go right now. I believe he's also... Yeah, he's completely immune to sleep. Makes sense, really. Oh, good. The FOE has decided we're not worth the effort. Of course you have to miss. The bass in the bass in the battle theme of this game, like the first battle theme, is really good. I always find it such a pleasant bass to just listen to. It's so energetic and happy, really. I believe this is actually one of the rooms for the Dying Forest. But I'm not certain. And you will never be certain because it does not tell you. Unless you pick up the quest. Ah, that's a lot of gel. Do I want to? Yeah, I want to. It's gonna take a while. Jeez. No, you can just attack now. That's one more heal, and we have literally nothing else. And we're also very far from the shortcuts. Oh, great! Oh no, that's not good. I do not like that. Yeah, no, I do not want to fight that. Not with that little TP. I probably could, but I just don't want to. Speaking of which, how far? What did we do on the fourth floor? Oh, we didn't do that yet. I will get to that later. Yep, get used to low hit rates. If you haven't already gotten used to it due to the other two parts. What did I want to do with you again? I have no clue what I wanted to do with you. I think I'm gonna go for a full guard, might as well. Yeah, I don't really wanted to go for Solve 2. As much as it despite its costs, it's actually something that I do want to have. Playing with fire right in front of the FOE. Hey, we're fast enough for the hit now. If the Hypno just tries to punch us, we'll be slower, but if he tries to sleep us... Yeah, we'll leave that. There's nothing of importance down there. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. In the remake, so in the Untold version, Braga's Chap's Tall Tale refers to a specific room that you have to be in. This is the place where I would want to be for this quest. However, since it's not night, we can't see the moon, so great. We'll get to that later. There we go. Oh god. Okay, that's pain. You should have used healing. Oh well. Good thing about this game, ailment and bind resist do not actually do not appear in this game. So if you have a good chance to apply ailments or binds, you will always be able to apply them repeatedly, even. Really going through all of my TP on this. That's mine. There we go. Of course. How are we doing? We got barely anything from that run. Ow. Thankfully, Sleeper's Touch also only lasts like barely any time, so. Another room. I don't remember if this was for a quest or just a random room that the game throws at you. Punch that guy. There we go. luckily we don't want to go up, so... Yep, that should be like that. Almost. Nope, we're not going to follow that just yet. And because of how close we are, I am going to waste the Soma. Because I want to get this without dying. Sad thing about Descent is a really slow skill. It is really slow, and that's kind of the bad part about it. Good boy. Yep, so Rothgar's dead. I mean, that's kind of what you get from challenging a straight and boss by yourself, effectively. And then not Rothgar. God damn it! It's a completely different name on the mind. Yeah. Yeah. And of course Leia gets punched just before. Oh well. Scythe. Yeah, that's one is from those aggressive FOEs on the 3rd floor. And this is something I have to chop. No, I would have to mine for. So that's going to be a big ol' nope either. I could actually get this. If I really wanted to, I could actually get this. Alright, and you can... you can't get anything better. Good, good. You still have stuff. Jesus. You are way behind. I'm gonna give all of my stick users there. All of my stick users have an upgrade. This stuff is really not that important. It is definitely a lot better in the first game. In this game, yeah, not so much. I kind of want this one, maybe? The wing leaf for my backline. Yeah, not that bad. That's only 7 points. It's really not. This is really not worth it. I want more than those 7 points. The hit points are genuinely better than the 7 points of defense. So there, you can have a wing leaf. I can't get those yet. You're gonna have a rough hat. You can't wear it. Huh. Well, alright then. That won't hurt to actually give them. You can have this one, I suppose. There we go. Taking a nap. Now I can give it a try. Could also just grab a quick nectar. I think I'm just gonna grab a quick nectar. Alrighty, time to actually defeat that one in the first floor. Some idiot took a poke at it. Definitely wasn't us that just decided to nuke this thing. There we go. Yeah, that one is fine. Alright, now to see if we can get ourselves a scythe. Which means we are going to do the following. We're going to do something really stupid. Go. And now we're going to be sitting here for a minute or two. Yeah, sorry, this is just that. It's so stupid. This is legit the fastest way to get force. It's even better if you have regional on your war makers, because this guy just can't damage you worth much. And the only one's force who actually matters for this is, of course, our Alchemist. Thankfully, from what I remember, last time I played through the original, once I get to like the third stratum, this will never be necessary again. Few more. That should be enough. Yep. There, picking everybody back up. And now let's go get ourselves, hopefully, a scythe. If we're lucky. If we're not lucky, then oh well, we got some exploring to do anyway. Hey, Audrey can actually kill these things in almost one hit. Or it was just one full hit. Oh well. Point is, she's actually starting to get really strong. Ish. Not particularly, but ish. Which is kind of interesting because, yeah, a War Mage as an offensive unit is not bad. It's just that they have such a large amount of possible skills that it's very unlikely they will actually be a... Ow. Well, I'll accept that. You're going to be doing that. You are going to be doing that. You are going to save that. And you're going to be doing that. Yeah. That's why I had Painless active, because I knew that wouldn't be enough. Can I afford that? Oh yeah, I can definitely afford this. Okay, cool. In case you're wondering, I was just checking how much XP difference there was between Leia in the back and, well, the rest of the team. Specifically Audrey, because Audrey has currently the highest amount of experience. I believe that one guarding the path is called a Fury Lord or something. Yeah, of course. Actually, now I can just do this, see what happens. Yep, there you go. Like I said, it can inflict everything. Well, that's about as much as I need to do. I can pick up Braggart Chap's thing after reviving. Since we have plenty of TP to do so. Gonna have to do a bit of a walk, but oh well. Yeah, so there's two ways that people tend to farm for force, so to speak, and that's either they do it the way that I did, you go to the first floor, and you just tank hits until you have full force. Another way is to get to either this floor or the fourth floor and get a really useful encounter to do basically the same. because there are a couple of encounters that have fairly weak enemies within them, and you just leave those around. Of course. Can't ever have nice things here. This is Etrian Odyssey 2. We can't have nice things in Etrian Odyssey 2. We're just going to pick up that thing. The moon's tears. There, let's pick you back up. Well, the thing is down. We've put old yellow down. Help town? Nah. We're just here for the labyrinth. And we're just doing this as we please, really. Good old Chapman. Yep, paralysis resist. Nice. It's a nice thing if you want to go fight those dinosaurs again, but how much do you cost? It's not too bad. Specifically a beast thing. Yeah, we'll get the beasts once we get them. All right. Now, I have little faith that we can actually beat the boss. So we're just going to do it the floor 5 way. I see how it is. Yeah, see? These guys are no fun. But thanks to the second one joining, yeah, no. Well, likely this was after I bought the big weapon. I did not expect those things to be immediately aggressive, so... Oh yeah, this is a good encounter for that. I might as well give it a try and see if we can make it. Perfect. And now we wait. And for this we do want everyone's force. Now, for those of you who have seen my first, the playthrough of the first Etrian Odyssey, I have mentioned that I like to be about level 15 once I finish this. We're therefore currently a little bit under-leveled. So that's why I said I have no confidence in actually beating this thing. This is literally just a see if it works kind of thing. There we go. Upgraded Fenrir, basically. It's a bunch of flying FOEs and this thing. Boss music of this, I really do like the boss music of this game, but the third game is much better. That sucks. That really sucks. I should have done this. Well. Invoke. This thing is busted beyond belief. Oh, never mind then. Alright, well, that sucks. We didn't even get any drops. Yeah, we got nothing for that. If I had managed to apply Caprice's if I had managed to apply poison with Caprice, it would have given me 30,000 money. It's an asinine amount. And the first time I played through this game, I actually managed to do just that. It was absolutely crazy. And if I hadn't mentioned what Convoke did, what Invoke does, Invoke is is immunized from Etrian 1. I don't know the exact rate, but I think it's just a 50% resistance to everything. Well, rest in peace, good boy. Fancy upwards there. Nah, the Auburn ticket. It's... I quite like this stratum too. It's a nice, soothing stratum. It's just more red. It's just the previous but more red. Well, one of your main guys died, but the beast is gone. Money, always nice. Oh yeah, this thing. Might as well. We're going through battles anyway, very fast. So yeah. Lord Gascoigne. Do we need a nap? We don't need a nap. We're fine. That was odd. I did not check if it was 9 AM before, but... Oh, I think... Okay, so... I know there is a little something with this game. There's a little something with this game where it basically has this weird glitch that makes a boss just disappear. As in, it doesn't even spawn. I know that was a thing. I've never managed to do it myself. I don't quite know how to do it myself. But I know it is a thing. Apparently, and from what I managed to, well, more or less see, from what I saw other people performing it, it basically has to do with going to the proper location on the floor, going back to town, and then re-entering the labyrinth. Again, I don't know what spots those actually are, and I don't quite know why, but with that time passing just now, I think I have figured out why. I think the game does not actually remove you from the map, which means that the moment you get back and you go back to town, you're still considered to be on the map somewhere. In other words, you're still occupying some sort of space on the map. And that means, once you go back into the labyrinth, the game just basically drops you on that spot, on the map that you start in. And anything that would be there, like, say, an FOE or a boss, just does not spawn. We'll talk about this purple ball in just a second. And the reason why I believe that is because, well, the fact that it just made me take a step the moment I went into the labyrinth. Damn it, Diana. You're supposed to hit. You're the damage of the team. The main damage, at least. For now. Can't hit worth shit. We still have some more time to just explore and do things. So, in the remake, like the Untold version, I think that this floor is actually shaped in such a way that the Fleahawk can just infinitely escape from you. Really stupid. Anyhow, let's talk about that weird purple ball we saw. Because as the game said, there are enemies that do not show, there are foes that do not show on your map, which basically invalidates the entire use of the map. The map is to keep track of foes. Those do not show up on the map. Which is interesting because that means that you actually have to pay attention to your foe tracker. And that is one thing that I think this game is doing really well. It's one of the few things that this game actually does really well. FOEs just are a lot more fun to play around with, because there's just so many kinds of FOEs. Like, there's the blue flying ones, which, well, can just get to you from a variety of places. There's the normal orange ones, which you can actually manipulate using the luring and sleeping abilities, and of course the bells. And then there's also the the red ones, which you can't do anything about, and you literally just have to avoid, like the plague. And then there's the purple ones, which do not show up on the map. So you have to actually either mentally keep track of where they are, place a note on the map that you move every time, which I do in some cases, or you just pay attention to your FOE tracker, which sucks because that does not help work in battle. Can't hit worth anything. Nah, that's a bit too much. And of course. Well. Take a quick peek. Where I'm not going to mess with you guys. We are just here to take a look. I believe actually that this is a spot for the tree, for those dying trees as well. Or there's one at least somewhere on this floor. It really sucks. Oh yeah, something else neat that this game does. There are a couple of items that you can find which can restore some HP. Is it worth using them? Not at all. They recover less than a Medica does, so... Nope, we do not want to buy Nectars just yet. Oh, that actually reduced my hit points, well... Now then, let's talk about the beasts. Well. A lot better paced than the class in Etrian Odyssey 1. Where you had to unlock the Ronin and Hexer like way late in the game. Beasts are unlocked relatively quickly. And so we have, of course, our animal companions. So yeah, we have like three flavors of animal. We have monkey, we have a bear, kind of derpy looking if you'd ask me, but hey. That's that's what bears are when you look at them from the front. They're fluffy but a bit derpy. And then you have, of course, wolf and the saber-toothed cat. They're pretty good. They're kind of fun. So yeah, their main thing is they can take damage in front of instead of other party members, which honestly sounds very good. The issue is this is a passive skill. There's simply a chance that they can do this. Which means that sometimes you may not want them to take damage and they'll just get themselves killed because they will. Now this is indeed the animal falls asleep and they get a bunch of hit points, a bunch of HP back for literally no cost. 1 TP, so yeah, this is honestly not a bad thing. Yep, draws an enemy attacks, so basically provoke but better, because this also increases defense immediately. And even more defense. So you can make a beast have an insane amount of defense if you like. And yeah, the main reason why you want a beast is because of this thing. It may hit 5 times, it says on the second level already. And I believe it hits like either 2 to 5 times or 1 to 5 times. Or 3 to 5 times, not quite certain. But yeah, like as you can tell, you can go up to 6. This skill will hit for a lot of times. It is the single best damage skill in this entire game. A beast will do a lot of damage if you build them that way. Yep, increases HP falls, so basically the same thing as the sword. They get a drain ability from the Dark Hunters. I'm not quite certain if this wow, this actually reduces in cost. But as it also shows, accuracy gets reduced. Basically, you do not want to use this. And Wildcat is an AoE. It hits every enemy once, whereas the Rampage just deals a bunch of hits targeted at random enemies. So yeah, restores a certain amount of HP after battle. I'm not sure if this is this is solely for the beast or if it's for the entire party. Yep. They also have the one. They're also the only one that can gather all three at once. So yeah, they're pretty good defensive classes. They have good amount of damage, but yeah, it's literally only a random chance for guarding. But all in all, a beast is if you do decide to take a beast in your party, they are quite powerful. Beasts are no joke. Personally, however, I would not want to take them because I already have a settled party here. Also, sorry about the noise, that's just my chair. Speaking of which, I completely forgot I had skill points. You are going to invest into TP up. You are actually going to start on luck up. We can deal with the lower amount of money for now. Hey, now this. Oh boy, this. So I don't know if I have mentioned it before. Anything considered weak is an interesting thing. I have mentioned how dampen basically makes enemies weak to stuff. But there is something else that also does it. And that is torpor. The way that sleep is coded is that it is effectively reducing an enemy's resistance to physical attacks. So depending on how resistant they are to physical attacks, having torpor, putting them to sleep, may actually make them weak to it. Which means that it's literally free damage. I knew there was a shortcut around here. So yeah, just making people fall asleep, getting them additional damage because, well, analysis and all that because you're just using physical spells and not any weird other spells, not any elemental spells. Because enemies, some bosses do not like dampen. Okay, there it is. I'm fairly certain there's nothing actually within these big old squares. And if there is, I haven't found it before. could you not? We kinda want our hit points. And Audrey only has so much TP to work with. You get to just disappear right now. I do not want you here. Hey, hold rock. Yeah, the Mistdew. The Mistdew has a nice little skill called Breath. What that does is it petrifies you. Just plain and simple, it tries to petrify you. Never mess with statues. Statues tend to have those kind of skills. Unless they're a golem, in which case, oh well. You are weak to PS. Cool. Ow. Just said, stop that. Kind of value my hit points. Right, so this is a room that does require quite a bit of effort. Because there is one of these things that is indeed circling this little spot. There's one of these things circling this spot. Nah. Yep. That's just damage if you follow it. It's kind of interesting because I had somebody comment on one of my on the second part that this was going pretty slowly, and still I am at the same pace as I was for the first game. It just feels a lot slower because I go back to town every so often. But as you can tell at the moment, oh, this might be bad. Oh well. It probably won't be bad, but hey. I think just as these things are kind of resistant to physical. Also absolutely immune to most magic. Yeah, interesting thing. So, if you notice the FOE tracker, like there in the bottom right of the overall screen, you can tell like there's an FOE nearby, but there's none on the map, which means that there's an FOE right over there right now. So is that one of those that I mentioned? So that's basically how you use the tracker. It will only start tracking at FOEs that are within 3 spaces of you, and it does so basically. You take 4 spaces minus the amount of colors minus the amount of pips that it has shown. So right now it is 2 spaces away from me. It's not that difficult to figure out, but hey, might as well mention. An extra point of reduction. Were you weak? No, you weren't weak to anything. Just check that. We had another point. Just having such a nice time just walking around, fighting things, that I completely forget that I have points to spend. Yeah, I can make this. So, despite everything else regarding just annoyances in this game, the floors are not nearly as big as you would expect. Like, I can already tell you right now that I'm quite close to the end of this floor. Well, I'm going to get rid of the other one first, because that one has less resistance. Go damage the battle suit over there. Hey, Emma's Knight. Nice. Don't have to actually mine for that. Yes, I think that is for a different area, way later in the game. You can also already tell with the amount of force that I'm getting, this is going a lot smoother than the first stratum. Of course. Well, Miriam, you're going to lose out on some experience then. Ow. Cora. Yeah, quite a bit of damage improvement. This is only really useful for the War Magus, since, well, the other two are more benefit, just don't really care too much about these kinds of weapons. They don't care too much about just pure attack bonuses. They want the TP bonus. Ah, there's a vitality. And not too bad of a defense bonus. The bird's tear. That's a nice round amount of Antal to end on. Sadly, not for long. I know you go after Torpor, so... So, the way that analysis actually displays is that shoot the trigger, it's a critical hit. That spell is a critical hit. So that's how you can tell whether or not something is weak to whatever you just did. Because otherwise, spells do not critical. None of your skills can critical. It's something that Etrian Odyssey has had for a long time. There are some cases in which a skill can critical, but that's also a class where it will specifically tell you that it can critical. So, unless it just tells you that, hey, this will do critical damage or this it performs a critical hit, skills generally do not critical. Lord, so many misses. Like, if you go auto battle, you can actually tell just how much you miss if you don't use skills. Because if I'm not mistaken, your skills actually have a different accuracy stat than your regular attacks. Slightly different accuracy, at least. They have like an internal accuracy stat. And that's why your normal attacks, which are entirely based off your agility, your skills actually have a higher chance of landing. Ow. Good. Otherwise, I would have had to pick someone off the floor again. Yeah, the one thing that you would like to have a medic for, as opposed to a war magus, is that the war magus cannot revive people. The medic can. That's like one of the few things that you want a medic for. A fire talisman. I think that reduces fire damage taken. Hey, there it is. Because usually you can tell where one of those little spots is. And as you can tell, it actually does not show that this is activated, because it's technically always activated. We're just gonna defend, we don't have to do anything else. There we go. Ooh, if we run into a Mistio again. Let's touch on this floor then. Balance of pain and fear. Well, with that name, you can already guess what will be on this floor. The bane of basically everyone's existence, and also a real pain in the ass. Literally. No, we're not gonna deal with you guys. gonna pick the idiot off the floor. No, we're not gonna risk it. No biscuit is worth risking this. Do we want that? Do we want that? Yep, we don't want that. Actually, nah, we're probably gonna take that. Oh, the cast is great. As far as innkeepers go, cast is a great one. Honestly, most of the innkeepers are kind of great. I think the only one that I don't really have that much of a fondness for is Nexus's innkeeper. But even he is kind of fine. And the fourth games, yeah, no, I don't think the fourth game is also not quite a like she looks good, but that's about as much as I can tell. Nothing else really. So, what do you need, miss? Or missus, really? Three mugworts and a moving eye. Yeah, the mugworts are gained by taking, which we don't do. We have about 15 minutes. We'll carry on. I only play this like a few times a week, so let's just see how far we can get. Ah, yes. So I was mentioning, I was hoping to find a miss you because I said how you can tell that something is weak to it because of critical hits after you have analysis. Let's show that. I think I did do this the first time as well. I just didn't draw attention to it. But yeah, the miss you, normally resistant to physical, becomes weak to it when it's asleep. Exactly how I said Torpor would work. And also how Dampen would work. But Dampen is a bit riskier because, hey, you don't put people... if you put people to sleep, then they can't do shit. Sleep is honestly such a powerful status effect. And the fact that they give it to you this early and this effectively is honestly insane. It makes this entire game a lot easier to play than you would think. Who knows, I kinda know this floor. Can... Oh, that reminds me. I can do that. I do have the time for that too. Ah, yes. Good God. Well, luckily it doesn't cost us an Ariadne thread. Or warp wire as they were called originally. Yes, our idiot is sleeping again. Please wake them up. Thank you, and bye. And the only reason why I can do it like this is because I have the TP to do so. If you remember back at the start of the game where people would start sleeping like basically every few minutes. I just didn't have the TP to reliably get them back up on their feet, heal them, and then carry on. Everybody's favorite. We're just gonna leave this place alone because we're gonna go. And there it is. Pumbaa is back. And Pumbaa is crazier than ever. Ow. It's a Gigabore! No longer called a Varaha, this time it's just a Gigabore. We found a Gigabore! Some of the enemy names are just fun. Nope, not that one. Oh, preemptive. Well, I'm not going to spend much on this fight then. Though I might as well. Ah yes, we also gain a point. So, we want Orochi first. Orochi. We have healing. So, the reason why I place points into luck up is because of the way that ailment infliction chance works in this game. So, in later games, your luck will actually improve your chance to inflict an ailment. So basically, you take the base chance of inflicting an ailment, and you scale that based on your luck. In this game, it does work like that, but not quite work like that. Instead, it's a contest between your luck and your opponent's luck. If your target has a higher luck than you, you have a lower chance of inflicting an ailment. If you have a higher luck than your opponent, you have a higher chance of inflicting the ailment. So you can just basically get a very high chance of inflicting ailments simply by having a very high luck. But because it is not directly tied to what your luck stat is, it is entirely based on what you're fighting and what the luck stat of that thing is. It's not as reliable as in later games. Well, let's get some amber. Oh no, it's Dort Mail. As I said, there is no resistance build up in this game. The funny thing is, it drops you over this way because this is the intended way to get here. And I say intended because, as you can tell, I'm walking through a bunch of pain floor. If you run through this... I don't think it lets me... No, it doesn't. Yeah. So if you run through this floor through the intended path, you never have to actually step on any pain floor. Also weak to fire. I see. A bendy tool. What is a bendy tool exactly? A floppy hammer? Well, I'll let you guys just think about that for a second. No. Didn't have to, but did it anyway. Of course. Well, it was about time as well. We are basically done with all this, and we got what we wanted. I'll show that off. I'll show that before we end this. We're gonna pick up we're gonna pick up the 4 tank, of course. Bunch of equipment, none of which I am going to grab right now. Alright, 4 tank, up you go. So, we found something kinda dangerous. I do like how you can actually see these places a bit better right now. Like on the DS screen, everything was so cramped that you couldn't really see the locations that you were in. You couldn't really appreciate the background. But this is good. I like this. In pursuit of Salamox. The Salamox, not just any, just the Salamox is a name. Panacea is indeed considered to be a miracle cure in. If I remember correctly, it comes from Greek mythology. Or maybe not necessarily mythology, but it does come from Greek folklore tales, stuff like that. So yeah. Panacea is indeed a medicine rumored to be able to heal, or to heal any and all ailments. And with that, I think it's a good point to just give it a rest. And I'll see you all next part.